In this live tutorial on the Topology tool series, we're going to be discussing the Deform tool. So what we want to do is we want to create a new simple height map just as a test for this to show the results of what the Deform does. We'll go to the Topology tools, choose Deform. Now we use the left top width and length sliders to move our selection brush so that we can select an area of the height map. And then what the Deform tools do, once we copy that to the clipboard, the Deform tools will let us change the elevation, stretch it, dilate it, erode it, or smooth it. So for example here, and what you'll do is you'll click on the preview button anytime you make changes to those deformation sliders. You want to click on the preview so that you can see what it does. So for example here, if I want to erode it, and we'll use a circular gradient blend around it, I can now preview that, and it's going to deform it. And what the erode does is it makes it thinner, as if erosion has occurred. It basically shrinks the mountain or the shape of the height map to a smaller size. Now you don't have to undo anything here. All you have to do is move your slider back and hit preview again, and you'll actually preview what the changes are to the next change in the sliders of whatever you got for deformation. So if I want to preview smoothing, there's what smoothing looks like. And I can actually go from a circle to a rectangle, preview what that looks like, circle to a Gaussian or a rectangle to a Gaussian, and preview what that looks like. And of course you can use external blend mask files with this as well. Now if I want to stretch, let's say I want to stretch it upwards, say I want the mountain to be a little bit taller, we can stretch it higher and higher. That's as high as that one will stretch up. And we can change the elevation of it. We can dilate it, which actually, if I go to a circle blend here and do the stretch, it'll probably look better. There we are. The Gaussian was too narrow of a circle. So we can get a nice stretch on the terrain if we want to stretch our mountains higher. If we want to make it fatter, then we use the dilate tool. There we go. Now we've made a fatter mountain. And of course you can mix and match these different dilation tools. So you can add some smoothing after you've dilated, for example. And the tools work from the top down. So elevation is deformed first, then stretch is deformed, then dilate, then erode, then smooth. It's done in that order down. And once you've got it deformed into the shape that you want, I'll just do an erode dilation. Preview that again. Once you've got it deformed into the shape that you want, you then use the paste button to paste that onto the actual height map and make it permanent. It then changes back up to the selection widget control, so you can now select a different area of the height map and perform a different deform on it. But that basically covers the Deform tool.